In this one, we're going to refresh our memory a little bit on interfaces by looking at one of the most common interfaces in Go, and that is the io.Writer interface. So if we think about Go, there's lots of places where you can write data to. You can write to files, you can write to the terminal, you can write to responses, HTTP responses, many different things. But all of these things don't have different APIs. They all share common behavior because they implement, or they behind the scenes implement, the io.Writer interface so that they all behave the same. And if you want to write to any of these things, you do it all with a consistent same method. Okay, so here is that writer interface, and as you can see, it wraps the basic write method. So let me explain. Any type that has a write method with this signature implicitly implements the io.Writer, and as you can see, the method receives a slice of bytes and it returns how many bytes were written and an error. And if you remember going back to the interfaces lesson, there is no keyword or special syntax for implementing interfaces in Go. If you have this method or a method which matches this signature on your type, then you can say that it is implementing the writer interface. Okay, now there are already many types built into Go which implement the io.Writer, and so you can write functions that work with any of them, and so that's what we're going to have a look at here. So as you can see, I've created this write message function. It will take an io.Writer, so any type which implements that interface. So let's go and try this using the standard output, because the standard output implements that interface, or it has that write method on there matching that signature. So here I'm going to call write message, and I'll say OS standard out. So standard out has a method called write, matches this signature, and it's written specifically for writing output to the terminal. So let's go and give this a try. Go run main.go, and as you can see, it writes that to the terminal. We've passed in an implementation of io.Writer, and therefore we know that we can call a method on that implementation of io.Writer called write. And we therefore know that we can call a write method on that implementation of io.Writer. But the good thing you'll notice about this write message function is that it's flexible. It can write to all different outputs, because we've said that we are just injecting the interface here, so we can inject all different implementations. Very flexible. Let's go and prove that, because files returned by OS create or OS open file also implement io.Writer. So here instead we shall create and open a file using OS create, so we get a file back from that, and file implements io.Writer. So we've done our normal error checking here. Can you remember the other step that we always use when we open files? We defer the close, so that at the end of all of this, the file will be closed. But now we can call write message, and we can pass in a writer. File is a writer. And so what do we expect to happen now? So we've passed in file as the writer, but we still expect to write this slice of bytes, except it's going to happen somewhere else. This time we are going to write to a file. So when we do OS create, it should create this example.txt file. Let's go and try this out. Go run main.go, and if we look in the writer interface folder now, as you can see, we have an example.txt file with hello from io.Writer. And so again, file is implementing io.Writer at this same. So again, file is implementing io.Writer. This same function writes to a file without actually knowing it is a file. And so this is interface-based design in action. And attached to the text version of the lesson, there's a nice little section here, the power of interface-based design. It's basically telling you about the flexibility and how you can write code once and reuse it everywhere when you're using this kind of design. Okay, so I hope you're starting to get to grips with this. This is probably the most common interface that you'll use in Go, and you'll implement it quite a lot, or you'll use certain types which implement it. So have a little challenge here. I think this will really help you to understand it once you've had a go at doing this yourself and you start to see the power. Okay, so write a function called writeGreeting that accepts an io.Writer, writes a greeting message, so just come up with some message yourself, call it once with OS standard output, and then call it again or on a different occasion with a file using OS create. I'm sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, so step by step, very similar to what we've already done here. Created a function called writeGreeting, which takes an io.Writer as the parameter, and we'll just give it a variable name of w, but we know that off any io.Writer we can call the write method, which takes a slice of bytes. And so this is the slice of bytes that we are going to write here. Okay, next we will call it with standard out. And so we don't really need to do anything else for writing to the standard output. So let's just go and run this. Hello from the writer interface. Files are a bit more involved. First, we need to create the file. So we're going to create a file called greeting.text. And again, when you call this create, you need to also check that you haven't got an error there, that you were able to create that file. Well, if we get past that, so far so good. Next thing you need to do is always close the file, or defer closing the file so it happens at the end of all of this. And then again, we're going to call it writeGreeting, this time passing the file, which is an implementation of io.Writer. Let's go and run this again. Go run main.go. So as you can see, we're writing to the standard output. We should also have a new file called greeting.txt, which contains the correct message. Okay, so there we've seen the io.Writer interface. Pretty much everything you write to any kind of medium in Go will be actually implementing the io.Writer interface under the hood. Think about when we send responses back from a server, we are writing a response. When you write to the standard output, when you write to files, all of these things under the hood are using the io.Writer interface. And so you need to have that understanding of how interfaces work and how you implement them. Once you've started getting your head around that, you'll see io.Writer all the time. You'll understand exactly what's going on. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this one. Give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe if you want YouTube to show you more Go Bytes. And like I say, a little bit of extra lesson text to this one, so you can find out where to see that down in the description. And I'll see you in the next one.